We're back and we're turning out a mini-series for Pride season. We want to use this opportunity to celebrate the pillars of our community. Hear stories from some amazing people and lift the voices that deserve to be heard.
Tune in to hear from every part of the LGB and the T, as well as amazing representatives from our local queer charities that work tirelessly to provide help and support to us.
Yes, and in the current climate of the world, uplifting stories and helping each other, it matters more than ever. Since we started this podcast in our first season, we felt all the love from you. So this is our love letter to all of you and for Pride. Fill your boots, we're all pooped on Tootsie Train. Tootsie Train. Hello, in the words of Beyonce, who run the world? Cunts.
Hi, I'm Sean, and my pronouns are he, him, huh?
Hi, and I'm Anthony, and I treat minor inconveniences like Oscar-winning performances.
And welcome
to Tootsie Train.
You forgot you had a mic. It didn't have a mic there. So yes, tonight it is night of sapphic superiority.
Yes.
Is that the right word I used?
Yeah.
Yes. We're joined by two legendary lesbians. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Nicole Hutton, and I love Wingstop. That's my only fun fact I will ever have.
To clarify, your name isn't Nicole Hutton, because everyone's going to be like, it's Nicole Hutton.
Hutton isn't the second name.
There is no second name.
It's dot.
Nicole.
She's going for one
I'm
name.
like Zendaya, I just have one name.
One
Yeah,
name.
Love
I
it.
know, as I should.
Hey guys, it's Nicole.
That's
That's what I thought of.
my whole school years was spent with that being shouted at me in my face, so that I'm triggered.
God love you. We'll not repeat
If
it.
you've been affected by anything in Tootsie Trade tonight, call in. I'm Gemma Hutton, and I am also sometimes Dick Von Dyke.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got the lovely lesbians on for the lovely lesbian episode.
The Father Ted special. Got the lovely lesbians lined up.
Or do you remember Frank? It's the lesbians. Do you remember that? From what was that program? Oh God, it's gonna annoy me the name of it. I used to love it too. It was set in Manchester. Shameless.
I was going to say, as soon as I heard Frank, I'm like,
Frank,
that sounds
it's
like
the
Shameless.
lesbians.
Yep.
How are yes?
Very well. Thanks for
Yes.
having me.
Thank you for
Absolutely
coming on. It's a Pride mini episode, so we obviously had to have some lesbian representations. in
Token
tonight.
lesbians.
Yeah.
Get them in. Get them
This is
in.
it. Well,
Yeah.
we
Of
want
course.
to amplify voices within the community, so we want to talk to people from the L, the G, the B, the T, the Q, the I, the A, the plus.
Love it.
And we are really wanting to dig deep, kind of get to know, what are the struggles in the lesbian community? What are the
What can we do
joys?
better in the
What can we do
community? Yeah.
as privileged white gay men to be able to amplify voices and be able to give people a little bit more
I'm
of
definitely
an
right.
insight?
I don't know if I'm privileged.
Girl, you're
My bank
privileged.
balance would say definitely. But yes, no. So I was going to say to you, I completely forgot. This is going well.
Well, I'll start.
Love that for me.
What do you ask a lesbian?
Well,
Yeah.
tell me this. When did you first know you were a lesbian or come out? That's
Yeah,
probably
start
not the
there.
right phrase, but I'll throw it to you, Nicole.
I was quite late. I was like 19, 20. Like,
Okay.
I never had a clue beforehand, and I went to an all-girls school and all, so I probably should have known. Maybe that's offensive to them. That I never
That's
fancied
similar to
anyone,
me.
but-
That's similar to me. I was
Is
19.
it?
I went to an all-boys school, and I kind of didn't. I had a bit of an inkling, but I kind of I deluded myself into thinking
Yeah.
I would be
I
with
think
girls.
because I just didn't really, like, I'm from Ballinahenge, like, lesbians don't exist there, so I never knew. I didn't really know it was a thing. I'm the only guy in the village there. No, I just never really knew it was a thing, and then all my friends were with boys, so I was like, right, that's obviously what I'm meant to do. So I did, and then it wasn't until I was like 19, 20, and my friends were all gay at the time and started bringing me to Kremlin, and I was like, wait, what's this? And there was like girls there, like, that I would have been keen for, and I'm like, wait, what is this? Why I'm actually shitting myself to talk to these ones? Because beforehand, like, all my friends, like, they would have been shitting themselves and like nervous around men and all, and I was like, what is your problem? It's literally just a wee boy. And then I started going to Kremlin, and then I don't know, I just got all excited. Yeah.
The nerves hit, and you realize.
Do you ever
oh,
remember thinking, like, looking at girls when you were in school and thinking anything of it, or just not?
Not at the time, no, but whenever I look back now, I'm like, there was definitely signs there. Like,
Yeah.
there was this one wee girl, she better never see this, but I was obsessed with her.
Name her.
And, like, at the time, I just thought I wanted to be her friend. Like, I would just sit and, like, flick through her Facebook constantly and, like, be obsessed with her and want to be her best friend. And now looking back, I'm like, I definitely fancied you. Just didn't realise at the
Every
time.
straight woman out there that's having a nosy through Facebook is now
No,
questioning
everyone in
their
my year at school is like, was it me?
Don't
Was
worry.
it
They're
you?
like,
She'll
Nicole
just nosy
Fitzpatrick.
bitch.
Yeah.
I
what
was
about
exactly
you?
the same though.
Really?
Like, yeah, I went to an all-girls school.
Right.
And like, I think I'm probably quite a bit older. I'm 41.
Okay,
So
yeah.
like, I didn't even know the words bisexual or lesbian. Like, it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
wasn't in conversation. And I had a gay uncle. Didn't know he was gay until like I was in my late teens. And school was like, I was in army cadets, I was in hockey. The signs were there.
I was gonna say, and you didn't know.
Because I didn't know. Like, I didn't know it was a thing. Like,
Yeah, if you
I
don't know
if you
lesbians is the thing, then you don't know what's associated
Did
with
you
it.
feel
Yeah.
confused, or did you feel like I don't know what I am, or was it just
I knew I was meant to be with boys.
okay?
Do you know?
Yeah.
And that's what the culture. And
Yeah.
if you kind of alluded to anything else, even though I didn't have the language for it, you know, girls' schools are brutal.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah.
brutal.
They're
Give us
savage.
an example.
I literally was walking across, I think even that everybody else knew but me. Like, I think I was like third year I was a wee baby. Do you know what I mean? And I just remember walking across. I always got bullied for like being fat or just being a bit weird, because I was always a bit weird. Obsessed with X-Files. Turns out Gillian Anderson, first crush.
Honestly.
Right. And then
I
was
think
just
she was everybody's
I
crush.
know,
though.
well,
She was
literally.
hot.
Even though I
she
didn't know
still
I was
is.
gay at the time, out of the pair of them, I was still like, oh, she's fine.
Should I? Yeah, just try it out in case. And I walked across the playground, and literally they were just shouting "dyke" out at me from the and I was like, I don't even know what that is. I didn't
You're
even
like,
know
can you
what
not
that was.
say dick? What are you on about, love?
I was about to say Google. I was like, no Google, no, just parchment paper.
Dictionary.
Yeah, it was
Not
just
the dinosaur
a
age.
shared fucking computer in the library. But yeah, so like, but you know, I was, and I hope this person never sees this either. I was madly in love with my home economics teacher, and I didn't know that's what it was. It's the
Yeah.
same thing when you don't
You
have
just
the
knew you were
language.
weirdly
You just
obsessed
knew
with
you're
them.
like, you got butterflies,
Yeah.
and you just loved being around them because you felt better.
Yeah, she
And,
does a lovely stew as well.
She was just, and she was like, oh, I always said she was like a blonde Gillian Anderson.
Oh,
Was she giving like Miss Honey vibes?
No, that
Right,
wouldn't
okay.
cut it for me.
She's too nice.
No,
She had a bit more edge to her, did she?
more edgy buns.
Did she know
in
how to
home
make a good
economics.
flan?
Yes, but I didn't. So I kept flunking the class, but I tried really hard so I could stay in the class.
You're like, I keep burning this bacon. What's wrong?
Oh, I dropped it. So yeah, I was just totally oblivious to this. This was what it was, but I just didn't have the language, or I was too scared to even process it. But I didn't come out till I was like in uni. Like I was second year, first year of uni. I did I think I'm bisexual, guys.
I feel like everyone starts off with that.
Second year,
Did you have a group of gay friends around you?
I did a theatre studies degree.
So you did.
Yeah.
And you were embraced by the community quite early
Yeah.
on, so it made you feel safe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was from a town. I was from Bangor, and like you had to get the train up. You had to travel to Kremlin.
Yeah.
So it was like it was a military operation. You couldn't just dander to the gay bar.
aye.
And I remember the first time I went into Kremlin, and Titty was there. I always describe this. Do you know that scene where the girl does this in Jurassic Park in the car and sees the Brachiosaurus? That was me with Titty's legs. I was like, and I just knew that that's where I was meant to be.
It felt like home. I think we've all
Felt
had that
safe.
discussion.
We
as
had
well.
that
Yeah.
same feeling. We have discussed that euphoria of walking in. Can you remember your first time going to Kremlin?
Yeah, it was actually really traumatizing. I remember the first time I went. I only ended up there because I got thrown out of box, and it was like the only place that would let me in.
And the Kremlin was
Yeah,
traumatized.
the Kremlin, and I hadn't even considered girls at this point, and this wee girl I knew was there, and I remember her telling me she was like a childhood friend, and she was like, yeah, I'm a gay now, and I was like, what, like you're gay? Oh my god, that's so scandalous. And she was like, Nicole, you have to kiss a girl at Kremlin. I was like, absolutely not, that's disgusting, get away from me now. And then I never looked back, was there every weekend since.
But I'll lead this into a question. I always think that women are not so afraid of their sexuality compared to men.
Yeah.
So
I think this.
in saying that, what was the feelings on coming out in those moments that you were starting to sort of
Mine was a bit of a disaster. So,
really?
like, my ex-stepsister.
Oh, she got
I
excommunicated.
wish she knits. I wish she knits.
and I wish
Oh my
you let's
god!
have nits.
I slag my daughter's sister, so there's knits in their school right now. Sorry to cut you off, but I'm literally like, oh my god, you have knits, you make it away from me. And now they're running around telling everyone that they're knits. Like, you have knitty, no? I'm like, stop it. I'm like, I'm now re-traumatizing another generation by what I was like traumatized by. I'm like, you don't have knits. I'm only joking.
Pass on the knit phobia.
Literally. And my oldest is like a princess, and she's like, to have the knits down. And I sent her, I chat GPT her, but she just long black hair down to her bum, and I chat GBT'd her with a bald head and showed her, is this what happens if you get nits? Because
Stop it.
she would be the
Anthony
person.
Carson,
She would
not to double down.
evil,
She would be the person to pull her hair out and put it in the wee girl's hair to get nits, just so she could say she could have them, because she's just that kind of kid. And I was like, if you do that, because I was 5 steps ahead of her. I was like, if you do that, this is what's going to happen. She's like, I can't be bald. Everyone's going to laugh at me. No, I can't. And then now all of him's like, do I have the nits? Do I have the nits? I'm like,
nits.
no, honey. Sorry to cut you off.
But anyway, yes. So,
Has anyone got the number for social services?
A girl, we've been down that road before. Hello.
Yeah, so like my stepsister, I had confided in her that I thought that, you know, I was gay, and she just nonchalantly told my dad over dinner when he was out and I wasn't
Bitch.
there, and I never got that moment to tell him. He struggled at first, but like now we're in a really good place, but it took a lot of things for it to click for Dad, that, you know, and now he's the most incredible ally to everybody, and always ask, like, he literally is part of a bowling club, and he messaged me to see about pronouns and about making sure that the language was inclusive for pregnant people, and he's in his 70s, so I don't think age is an excuse, but it's a journey.
It's also like, it's like education, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we were talking about this in a previous episode about being open, us as gay people or lesbian, trans, bi, queer people, we need to be open to educate people. I know it's not our job to do it, but it's also like, if we want people to learn, especially people in our life that we care enough about, I think we should take a second to educate them, to make everyone's life easier. I think a lot of people meet a lot of like ignorance with a brick wall, and they're kind of like, you should know what I present as, you should call me that, or you should just accept me. It takes time for people. It's you have to let them digest it, you have to let them breathe. It's hard for us, and we shouldn't have to go through that, but at the same time I think we're in a space where we have to let that kind of journey happen to be able to get to a point where...
But I think that's why we need community, because there are so many people out there who have burnout from explaining their existence, and I think those of us who are able to, that's where our community comes in, and we need to step up and take those reins to take that off, like especially trans siblings and stuff.
I agree.
So I think you're absolutely right, but I also think the media says that we're unapproachable, and it's not the case. And I think that it's all just got messy in that way.
Yes,
I
I
think
agree.
because of lockdown, and I do think everything got more intense online, because that's the only thing we had. And I think a lot of the frustrations for a lot of people, you know, have you seen the lesbian comedian? She's from New Jersey, and she's like, no tixie backsies on pronouns, because all these people in Brooklyn, they were straight but non-binary, and now they're like, they've just dropped that card. So there was a bit of a misrepresentation of a lot of like bandwagoning during that time to come across, you know, liberal or cool or what, for whatever reason. But I feel like what you said, Stu, like, if it's my family,
I think in our own lives,
Yes.
I'm saying like to be open.
but like, I'm a gay man, I'm not really going to be having that conversation unless it comes up with my family. But of course with them, I'm going to explain them, because I don't want them to feel like they don't have the vernacular to say it when they do come across somebody that is non-binary or trans or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And they just want to get it right. I think it was the pressure online.
Speaking of words that are problematic, what's your opinion on the D word? Not dick. The other one.
Dyke.
Dyke, with permission to say it. Thank you. Do you?
love
Are you?
it.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's after?
No.
So the word dyke is actually from a 60s haircut called the dyke.
Oh, really?
And it was the short
Is it
hair.
like the crew cut? Yeah.
Yes, and so it's actually called after haircut.
Yeah.
Because all the sort of rocker chick girls that probably
So
were
that's why I
lesbian at
always
the time
assumed like dyke, like someone who referred to themselves as a dyke, or someone referred to them as a dyke. I always thought it was like a more masculine lesbian.
I mean, I think it's kind of been reclaimed by that movement.
Yes.
Like
It's big in Australia.
Yeah,
they have
and I think like I would refer to myself as a dyke. I
love
mostly
that.
use queer and dyke, to be honest,
Yeah.
because I want to see people feel uncomfortable.
I love
Because
that.
You should.
Love
I
that.
love that.
you need to get comfortable. If I'm telling you it's okay and that's how I identify, then you've got to get used to it.
Is it an
Yeah.
offensive word to you? Because someone said
No.
it to me recently, and they were like, "Nicole, are you offended that I said that?" But I never really have heard the word or use it. So
I think
don't know.
context is everything. I think if
Right,
somebody's
okay.
using it as a negative connotation,
Yeah.
it's all about tone and context.
Intention.
Yeah.
But like, I am a gorgeous big dyke. Great, you know.
Yeah.
Right,
And I also think it's a
The
bit
bus
like
driver calls me one.
yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit like queer or
Yeah.
my favorite word, faggot.
Yeah,
Like, I
'cause
would
that's
call
what
my
I
friend.
thought it was maybe like the
Yeah.
female equivalent of, and then I was like, right, I'm
Yeah.
shitting myself
Yeah.
to speak now.
Yeah, like I would call like my friends faggots, but like
Right,
I would
okay.
not
Yeah.
accept a stranger calling me or
Yeah.
queer, for example.
Exactly.
But obviously, you know, gay men love to bandied about, and some lesbians we get offended by it. So it's good to just
Yeah.
lay what is the boundary there with
But
with
can
that.
I just?
But it's good to be
but
reclaimed.
is it a derogatory term in terms of community wide, or is it something that's specifically for mask presenting
No,
females?
I think it's because it has been used, like you said, so much. Like faggot has been used
Yeah,
to put people down, to degrade people as a slur.
yeah,
That people have sort of been triggered by it because it has been used, especially in Northern Ireland when there was such an aggression towards homosexuality at one point, and it was really used. And it's the same as like even queer is a bit of a debated term. Like it's been massively reclaimed now. We've got the queer quarter and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we've taken it and softened it. So you know there are non-butch people that would use the term dyke. I mean, nobody owns it.
like,
You know.
but you know the way there's
But
like
it does
a
feel
lipstick
like it's a bit. Yeah, it does feel like there is.
But you know, like people say, "Oh, you're a lipstick
Burge
lesbian," or
and
you're
twinks and
Yeah.
you're-
that kind
yeah.
of
That's
labeling.
kind of the way. That's
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
how I see it. What do we call those? Like subgroups or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tribes.
Subgroup
There we
tribes,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Tribes. So like
Yeah.
within the lesbian community, what are some of the tribes? Tell me.
Lipstick lesbian, dyke.
Yeah.
What's it? What?
What?
Hold on,
Golden
Sean
retriever.
just said.
I literally
For
did
my
a wedding
Catholic
there,
girl.
and one of them
yeah.
described themselves as a black cat, and one
Yeah.
described themselves as a
Yeah,
Labrador.
So someone-
so the golden retriever would
golden
be
retriever, sorry.
like our friend Ruth loves
But the guys
cuddles
will
and is
have
lovey
that as
dovey.
well.
Yes, so we have like burrs, twinks.
But hold on,
others.
but that's her personality. That's
yeah.
not.
Yeah, so it describes.
But
like,
you don't.
how
A twink is not your
are-
personality.
Oh, girl, it is. Are you kidding me? It's a way of life.
No, but it's a look.
I
No,
wouldn't
it's
want to
not.
ride a golden retriever.
No, but it's more about like what a
But you
golden
wanna
retriever
ride an
is.
otter?
But you
No,
know what I
the
mean. Like I would
mannerisms.
call I would say Trevor's like a golden retriever.
It's like an animal.
Yes, but he's not. He's a
farting
twunk.
I know, I love it. I'm learning everything.
I'm learning as well, and I will say
But
the
so
wrong thing, so be offended.
I feel like I'm educating. You should be able
No,
to
I'm the
educate
worst
us,
lesbian
but
ever because I have not heard of any.
I
of
only
them.
know these tribes from I Kissed a Girl, which
Love
is
I
obviously a
Kissed-
great
alright.
show, and some of them describe themselves as golden retrievers because
Yeah.
their mannerisms they were like
See, I didn't
touchy-feely
realise that
and
was like a lesbian
adorable,
specific thing.
and
I
then
thought
black
anyone
cats.
could just be a
So
golden
did I.
retriever. or a
See?
black cat.
Oh, no, maybe I don't know, but that's
think
just
But a black
they were
cat.
very
What's a
specific.
black cat?
Black cats were like sexy.
Like a wee. Oh, slicker.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the new kind of embracing term at the minute is flinta.
Yes.
So
Flinta?
so flinta is, it comes from the Germanic of like Fräulein. So it's like we would actually be Flinta because it's women, but most people use flinta. So like I did a brazen like a flinta night,
I wanted to
and
ask
that's to
about
say that anyone that identifies as female, so it's trans inclusive,
Right, okay.
lesbians, you know,
Intersex,
asexual,
non-binary,
intersex, yeah. And that is like sort of becoming more prevalent in trying to make safer spaces for people who are not cis gay men.
And so Flinta is an acronym as well.
Yeah, so it's Fräulein. Oh, sorry.
Fräulein,
Fräuleins.
which I'm obsessed about. Fräulein.
So women, lesbians, intersex, non-binary, trans, asexual, and then I would put an asterisk at the end for minority groups. So people who maybe aren't white, but also would be in a vulnerable position if they went out into like more common sort of widespread nightclubs and stuff. You would assure them that they were also in a safer space as well.
Yes, because I wanted to, you touched on something there about the inclusivity of that, especially in a sort of mixed lesbian scene. Obviously, there is some lesbians that are very trans exclusionary,
Yeah.
and that's been an issue.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts on that?
They can fuck off.
Okay, good. We're all on the same card. Short and sweet, yeah.
So plug your night for me, just while we're on.
Yes, get
Well,
back to
I
that.
don't even
yeah.
know when I'm going to do it again, but it was called Brazen, and it was just, honestly, I wanted it to be a mirror of Boo Boo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Which is a Burr exclusive
Yeah.
night, gay male only night.
and yeah, men only, and I have always busted my hole to get into it. Like, I just want to see it.
And Robert Brown won't let you in.
No. And I thought one of the things, and I don't know if you know, maybe it's just your how you people feel, but I'm so like, there's Cherry, which is an incredible night and has paved the way and is a really successful night. But it's kind of like pop culture, dance culture, club culture. I wanted a night that women flinty people could just come and wear whatever the fuck they wanted and grind against each other and snog and fill each other up safely on the
Have
dance
a
floor
sweaty,
and be
dirty
like the
night.
bears, because there's such this thing that, you know, women, sapphic people, flinty people are not sexual. Like, we go into relationships and write poetry, and it's like, yes, okay, we probably do.
That might be a thing,
You
but
might.
also
I may or may not have written a poem or three, but like, we're also sexual beings,
Of course.
and you don't really get the opportunity to do that out in the club scene without somebody trying to drop Pink or Katy Perry on you. And we don't, like, sorry for calling that out, but like, yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit different. And I had a DJ, Pauper Cherry, who is one of the DJs for Tea for Tea, which is a trans club night as well. And I had her in, and we had the Dyke Dancers, which was everyone's favourite wee lesbians from the scene,
Love it.
who are just class, and Lottie Potential, who is an AFAB queen. So I just really wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit and, you know, just
it's
show.
part of the thing that is the reality in Northern Ireland too, is just like women staying safe. So to have a club night and to feel also just the like backwards thoughts about women having an open sexuality is always something I've been like, fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
it's, you know, not that I've any benefit out of it either way.
No, I know.
But I do see it for women that I know, and I'm like, get kind of a wee bit pissed off for you. It's like,
Yeah.
Do you
fucking
think
get it
it's,
out there and enjoy yourself.
Do you think it's a
Aye.
lesbian specific thing? Because I would, and I could be wrong here, but
No.
I see when I see women out on, like I would, like Gordon had said, like I find women to be more fluid with their sexuality to a degree,
So-
compared to men. So for me, I would then say, on going on a night out, they would feel a bit more freer to be able to be who they want to be and grind up and down.
Yes,
but
but
then
a
when it-
man, if you're in a space with cis men,
Yeah,
let's say straight men in this example,
yeah.
they tend to interject.
And then there's that safeness is taken away.
And the Flint night, to be clear, includes non LGBT women, just
Yeah.
women who are straight,
Yeah.
are also welcome in those
Where
spaces.
are the nights?
Nicole's like, how do I sign up?
So that's why I've got kink as well, you know, like,
Yes,
which
I
is
wanted to
separate.
ask.
But you know, it was in Shoe Factory,
Right,
and
okay.
we're hoping
Love.
I'm hoping to do something a bit bigger for Pride Week. But
Fab.
in Kremlin.
I love
but,
that
yeah.
because there is nowhere anymore. Like, you used to go to Kremlin, and then all of a sudden there's just like all straight creepy men.
Yes.
Like, I feel like they just went there because they knew
They
that
worked
all
it
the
out.
girls were going with their gay best
Yeah,
friends.
they
Well,
found out the
that's-
code.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
figured
it's,
it
but
out.
it's kind of
Yeah.
like what we're trying to do as well. It's like, I think people within the community, and it's one of the main reasons why we're wanting to do this sort of like podcast in terms of this mini episode, is our safe spaces have been almost taken away, or they've been hijacked in a way, and we need to be able to, as a community, come together, support these nights, so that people who, you may feel safe on a normal night out, you may feel safe going to the Dirty Onion, you may feel safe
Yeah.
going to wherever, but there's some people out there that don't,
Yeah.
and we need to be able to take that back from straight owners, from people who are oblivious to what, you know, the scene used
Shots
to be.
fired.
What?
Shots fired.
No, it's not about that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's facts, and the problem is why did we start Pop Off This? It was to be able to create a safe space for everyone, including gay men, and we're doing it on a wider spread thing, but on a really specific, like you said, Flint tonight. It's essential. It's not something. It's I'm doing this for a bit of coin. No, because and 100%. But I think people within our community think, oh, they're starting a night to make money.
No.
We're not making
All the
money.
money goes back
We're
into the
losing
night.
money, and if we do make any money,
the
it's
next
being
event.
paid back to the performers who are in the community. It's given back to people who maybe need an opportunity or want a space to be able to perform.
Or Anthony spends it on drink. For the guests.
For
to be
the
clear.
guests.
Attacked.
But yes, but
No.
what we might consider as a safe space, we
It's
go to
not
a
the
gay
same as
men's club,
everyone else.
is not going to be a safe
Yeah.
space
Because
for
you
us.
know
So
you're safe.
yes.
Yeah.
So, like, you know you're a safe person. So it wouldn't occur to you that somebody
Someone
might
isn't gonna feel-
feel
yeah.
unsafe
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of something that's happened to them.
Yeah.
And you, like, and I have so many friends that are like hurt. They were actually hurt, and I was like, no, you
Yeah.
can't come
Yeah.
because not
Yeah.
everything is built for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people
And
go,
it was like,
yeah.
oh right,
Well,
And then people go,
yeah.
why is it ticketed? Can we not just pay in the door? And I'm like, we want it to be ticketed so that the people we know that are coming are
we know they're coming and who
the
they
right-
are.
Exactly.
rather than people
Yeah.
can just stumble in from the street and
Yeah.
you know pay in and then maybe not necessarily getting that little bit of, what's the word, observation maybe before they come in, you know.
And like, I can't tell you, like, and this is still where we're at. Like, I was the first, I think I was the first woman to ever sort of be hired as an entertainer on the scene. And that was only like, I don't know, 15 years ago. I can't tell you what it still means to me now when drag queens and men share my stuff that is not for them, like kink and flinta nights, that to get that acknowledgement, like, and it is a small thing. You may just be like, because you're an inclusive people, you're just like, oh yeah, I'll just share that, and you haven't thought anything of it, but it means so much because we get half the exposure. We have to work twice as hard for things. So when we get people sharing things like that, it really means the world.
Well, again, it's like the same thing that what Anthony and what you're both touching on is like, just in general, queer spaces all over the world are being taken away. You can see it, if you can see it in London and Manchester and different places, then it's going to be happening a lot other places than you even know of. But I think the thing that with the podcast is, especially speaking with you girls today, it's like, even though we are all trying to do these things and different events and things, as a community, what is that what it is? Just, is there something else we can be doing better?
Yeah.
You feel like?
Are you still a party queen?
No, not really. I used to be.
Can I ask what age you are?
28. I'm a Jenny Ann now.
She came to pop off, sis. I filled her with vodka and she was supper for 3 days.
No, it was weeks. I still haven't been able to drink properly since.
I'm
But I don't
43
know
and I'm
if
still a Jenny Ann too, so it's alright.
I don't know if it's maybe because there's like nowhere good, because I just love Kremlin. Like that's the only place I would have went. And then whenever it went downhill, and I would feel old. I went to Kremlin like 2 years ago in Pride, and I felt like a pensioner.
Yeah.
Like it was just all straight, but it was just straight with students. Like there's just nowhere like that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, the flip side of that is that, you know, they come with their gay friends, and we're now in a society where, you know, a lot of that generation are like, well, we shouldn't be separate because we love you and we want to party with you, and if this is the space that you feel safe in, we'll come with you.
Yeah.
So I think
this is the thing, like I've done the odd gig in the Kremlin, and I do think what is the problem for the older generation is not looking at some of the young ones through a fresh lens and seeing them that they are fluid or experimenting, and they're going to prefer doing it in somewhere like that has a name, that's the comfortability to do that, than just doing it somewhere that is, they understand the safety mechanism involved in
But
that
I
too.
also do feel like there's a responsibility from the owners to put on gay exclusive nights or trans exclusive nights, or to create a safe space in a certain room for people like that, because that is what that establishment is known for, like you just said. So if there's a young 19-year-old student who wants to go and experiment it, where do they go?
well, I'm waiting on a green light from them for something.
It's
So
your,
don't worry.
yeah.
I'm staring at them.
But
I'm
you
like,
know what I'm saying?
you
But
gonna
like,
get
for
Hint,
those,
hint.
like, we all went to the, I knew when I was 17 sneaking into the Kremlin, I knew I was going to see gay men. I knew I was going to be around gay people. Those people, those younger people, where do they go to experiment and do it? And yes, 90% of them are so much more accepting than what it was with our generation and the generation before us. And yes, sometimes we can look back at that with rose-tinted glasses, but there still needs to be somewhere. There has to be 4 walls and a roof for those people can walk into to be able to be a safe space.
There are safe spaces. There are safe spaces there. I mean,
Girl.
as Belfast, we are a lucky city to have 2 bars and 2 clubs. That's more.
That's
than
not
with
a
other
lot.
place, but it is compared
It is
to
the
other
size of the
places.
city, I think.
Yeah,
Do
it
you
is.
think so?
Yeah,
well,
it
if you
really
look
is.
at the size of Manchester, and there's just, you know, it's like that one strip, which there's a lot of bars in, but
Girl, there's about 100 bars in that.
No.
there's
They're
not.
in
Also,
Canal
it's
Street.
the city size
all around that.
comparatively is what we're saying.
Is
Yeah.
Manchester way bigger? How much more
Oh,
bigger?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're,
right, okay.
we're a drop in the ocean
fair.
compared to Manchester,
yeah.
but like also some of those bars are struggling,
Yeah,
Yes.
for people coming in.
and that's, you know, so
And this is again the thing about all of this is that the bars are the OG spaces. Yes, that's problematic because it revolves around alcohol, but at the same time, they should be sort of protected by and supported by the community too. You know, because you are saying like, oh, do this, do that, but like,
if we're not paying the bills, then what are they going to do?
yeah, do you know,
Well,
like,
no, and I listen. I, as a business owner, I completely understand that. Like, but that's why we're trying to like. We're working with Union Street. We're working with the owners of Grandma to try and bring people back into those bars, those gay spaces, to make them feel safer, and having direct conversations with the owners to be able to let them know that this is what our community needs. We're having those conversations behind closed doors. It's not just on a mic in front of a camera. Like, I have their number. I'm texting them. I'm telling them what should be
Brilliant.
done. Do you know what I mean? But it's also like it needs to be more than just a Friday night every 2 months.
Yeah.
It needs to be more than blah blah, and it will get to that point. It's just like we said. It's like we were talking about, like the infiltration from like the sort of far right. There's me going to get my left and right mixed up. Yeah. From the far right, and that big pushback and all this sort of like political, warfare against trans people and the rest of our community.
Anti-woke,
Anti-woke people.
We just need to shake things up a bit. We need to mix up the scene a wee bit, and we just like the likes of you, Trudy, and the other girls in the bar, Union Street, and all and Maverick. Credit to them. Like they're given open spots and spaces for like the drag kings and the drag things to
100%.
kind of cut their teeth a bit more now because they've been put under a bit of pressure. I bully them.
With some of the versatility and the drag scene now is incredible.
People are responding really well to it, and it's like, so you can make money and be versatile, like you say. So there is hope.
But like, think beyond that. Like, there's rooms that sit there empty as well. Why is there not a queer comedy club?
Yes.
Gemma, there's an idea for you. Do you know what I mean? Why are there not like like the queer grassroots bands? There's loads of bands that they're trying to get off. Use the spaces for gigs.
But the problem is,
open the doors for them.
What we're trying to say is, the community needs to support it. We all need to turn up.
You get one bad week and they
go.
cut it.
Yeah,
because money's so tight at the minute.
You should be able to push through. I
know.
totally get that.
We all need to turn up, and it's so important for people listening that it's okay if you want to be a part of the community. You can't remove yourself from this. You can't like take yourself and look from sort of like above, like a bird's eye view. You're involved in this community. If you're a part of the LGBTQI plus, you need to turn up to those bars. You need to turn up and put money behind it, because yes, fair enough, you put money in a business's back pocket, but you're also you're giving us longevity. You're giving these nights longevity, and we need to keep pushing for that.
So yes, Brazen. Hopefully it'll be back again, because it was great initiative.
When I have a notion.
Yes. Well, we'll obviously promote it for you. But yes, I want to ask about kink, because I have not been here for either one, and I'm actually fuming. But is there? Have many of you done two? Two.
Third one now.
Third one coming. So yes, tell me about your plans.
We have Adam All coming over, who's like one of the best. He's kind of the most established drag king, I think, in the UK.
And for those who may not have known what kink is,
it is a king-focused cabaret night, but there is also opportunity for drag things and those who would identify under the drag umbrella, but not necessarily as a drag queen, or AFAB drag queens as well. So basically, people that may not ordinarily get a spot, get a space. And it's been amazing. Like, the first show sold out in 3 days, and the second one 2 weeks, and then this one sold out in a week. Like, it's just, and there's a waiting list. It's how I remember coming in and watching you and Teddy and Granny G, and that energy that was in that room where you didn't know what was going to happen, but everybody was buzzing for it.
Yes.
And it wasn't just coming to get pissed. They're actually ready to be engaged and see what you're going to pull out of the hat. And it, and just mesmerized, and it's really lovely. So it's really nice. And the fact that we're getting established kings, like Derry King was the one before, and he got talked about on Trixie Mattel and all, and I'm like, this is great. So it's really elevating. So it's good. And now the kings are going out and they're entering competitions. They're going on to open stages. They're getting booked for like pride events. So I'm really proud of them all. You're thinking of Jet, aren't you?
We've talked a lot about nightlife.
Yeah.
So obviously we have all sort of grown up in queer nightlife. What is it like, Nicole, I'm going to throw this to you, being a lesbian online? Because you're really well known on TikTok. What does that come up? You share your life pretty freely, I feel like.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have to represent, or how do you feel about that?
No, I don't feel like I have to represent. I feel like a lot of people do, and it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but I feel like a lot of people sort of make being gay or lesbian like their niche almost. Like their whole personality. And I try not to do that, because I'm like, there's literally more to me. Like, you don't see straight people going on TikTok like, hey, I'm Nicole, I'm straight. So no, I don't feel any sort of pressure to do it. I think that's a good thing. Like, I do, just because it's just part of my life, and I be sharing my life. So obviously people see Aoife in the background and know, but it's never been a bad thing. I'm quite privileged in that I've never had any sort of like backlash or abuse for it. Like, never, even like offline as well. So no.
So you're lucky in that way. Like, 'cause I would have thought that people would have, because you blew up because of things. I thought that would have been the first thing they would have attacked.
Like, some of the first few times, like, I would have had me anything. Like, I was shitting myself. I was like, oh my god, what is going to come from this?
You're aware of it, but also,
I was aware. And then now that it's been so long and nothing has been said, like, it makes you realise, like, people don't actually give a shit. Like, people don't really care.
I think it's one of those things we've touched on before, is like, if you don't, like, I think it's because you're coming across authentically, you're being yourself.
Yeah.
You just happen to be a lesbian, which is how we live our lives,
Yeah.
right? But I think also the confidence in that, people are like, this sense, oh, I can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to say here because you're so comfortable.
Yeah,
in
like,
it.
they know
She's
they
not-
can't pick you
There's
apart.
no weakness in it.
Yes, it's that weakness thing.
Because
that
what
you
can
know.
they say? Like,
Yeah.
you're a big lesbian. I know. Like, there's nothing really they can't
Literally.
say.
Yes.
Like, there's
Yes.
nothing that could offend me. So
How
let them,
did
but-
Julie take it? So Nicole's mum is well known on TikTok too. Julie
Right,
Fitz,
okay.
shout out.
Shout out Julie.
Yeah.
She took it quite well. So how did I even? Oh my gosh, right. So I obviously didn't tell her for ages, and I was with my ex for years, and was like, I can just never tell her. Like, they'll just have to die before they know. And then it got to the night of. It was my 21st birthday. I was paralytic in Limelight, and I just took this notion, as you do, and I'm like, right, Ethan's like, tonight's gonna have to be the night. Like, I'm blocked. It's now or never. So I come stumbling in at like 3 a.m. and I just knock on her bedroom door, and she's like, what the fuck is it? I'm like, can I come in? I go in. I think I was like half naked at this point because I'd started stripping down. I just lay in between her and Stephen in the bed, crying my eyes out. I'm like, I've something to tell you. And she's like, what is it? And then I think she just thought I was taking the piss, and then she realised I was being serious. So she sat up, turns the lamp on, and she's like, what is it? And I'm like, I can't tell you. She's like, you can. She's like, is it to do with a boyfriend? And I'm like, no. She's like, is it to do with a girlfriend? And I just kept crying more. So she sits up and she's like, did you think I didn't know? I was like, because people, like, everyone told me it was a shock, like friends and all, because like I don't think I like look like the typical lesbian.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been told. Like, I get
No
that a
full
lot.
tape. Yeah.
Like, there was no tattoos or nothing at that point. So I was like, oh, you knew. And then I don't know if she felt any certain way about it, because I know she's very, like, she cares a lot what people think. So I was a wee bit scared that she would feel a certain way, but I think she just seen what a state I was in, that she was just trying to be fine with it. And then, like, the next day I was mortified. I couldn't go downstairs. I just hibernated in my room. I was like, I can never be seen again. I'm mortified. I can't face her. And she's sitting texting me. She's like, you can't come downstairs, you know, like, you don't need to feel weak. So yeah, good, I think. I was more scared for my dad. Like, Julie, I wasn't too scared, but I was petrified for telling my dad.
Really?
Yeah, oh my god, I was shitting myself. Like, my dad's side of the family, they will not admit this now, but they're very typical, like they're all farmers, like, they're typical, like, homophobes it would have been. And then now I see them thriving, and I'm like, it just took me telling them.
Did your dad take it well, or was it hard for him to?
No, he took it, like, weller than anyone. Like, I was shocked. So I was blocked yet again, could never have done it sober. And I brought the person I was with at the time to his engagement party, and just got blocked, and like started kissing her in front of him, and that was how I told him. I was like, I rocked up sober, like, this is my friend, and then I end the night like, hi.
That's
That's
actually iconic.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't speak, and he was the same. Like, I couldn't face him for weeks, and he was sitting texting me, phoning me, being like, why are you ignoring me?
I love your two ways of coming out with
I
complete
know.
convulsions of tears to
No,
make
I
them
had
feel
to be.
sad for you.
Partner
No.
will have
And the
to die
other one
before I
just
tell them.
brazen lesbianism right in his face.
But no, because beforehand I'd fully accepted. I was like, right, once I tell him I'm not going to have a dad anymore, I'm going to have to be put up for adoption.
Isn't it terrible what you put yourself
Yeah,
through?
for
Really?
nothing.
It is actually mental in every
Because,
scenario.
like, he was proper,
mental
like,
jumps.
hardcore. Like, he would have used very, like, bad terms and all. I was like, I can never tell him. And then now, like, I sit and, like, watching being best friends with Aoife, like, spoiling her, loving her, and I'm like, what a full circle moment.
Class.
Lovely. I think that's one of the things. It's like the mental jumps we do in those coming out stories, and it's never. Always the one you never think of.
And you don't realise how much they're willing to change for your people. Like, my granny and granda too, like, they would have been the worst for it. And I don't know how they ever found out. They must have seen on Facebook or something, because I never told them. And, like, now I just say, they're like, how is he? Because you, like, they will change for the people they love. Not in all cases,
not
but
all
I was lucky
older
that,
generation, but some majority of older
I
generation.
hate when people blame, like, being older. I'm like, that is not an
100%.
excuse.
It's bullshit.
Like, my auntie, she's 83, she's got dementia. I just never told her, because I'm like, what's the point? Like, she's not going to understand. And then I just kept bringing Aoife, God forgive me, I just kept bringing Aoife, like, more and more around me, and she turns one day and she's like, are you lovers? Can I be bridesmaid? And I'm like, you're 83 and you just have never had an issue. Like, you just knew and accepted it.
But
So
I
people
think
who
it
use
comes
being older as an
down.
excuse,
I
don't
think it
accept
comes down to you though, because my brother's exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
Has a big personality, very confident in himself, still has not come out to this day, is married to his partner from he was
I was sitting there
19
going,
years
what
of
the hell is
age.
she talking about?
But Jared, he never ever came out.
Yeah.
Never come out. And
Yeah.
he is like, why should I come out?
Yeah.
They didn't come out straight, so
Yeah,
why am I
I
doing it?
get
And he
that.
was like, whatever. And he literally
Yeah.
just brought his partner from Birmingham, flew him over, they started living together, and was like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was coming to Christmas dinners, and my mum was like,
That's how it should
are they
be.
together or not? I'm like,
Yeah.
clearly they're together,
'Cause I
mummy.
never felt the need to like come out and make this big statement either. It was more just I was with someone at the time. I was like, my mum's bound to wonder who this random
Yeah.
person is. Like, I'm gonna have to say. But with friends or no one, I never had to come out. I just like announced it one day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna meet some white girl tonight, and it was fine. Like, it was never a big deal.
Yeah.
I think I'm lucky in that aspect.
Yeah,
Not
I think
everyone has that.
I think coming from a place of confidence like that, and when you're in a really good, strong mental place, and you can kind of say, well, this is what it is, and I don't really care what people
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
is a great way to be able to come into it.
Yeah.
Obviously, not everyone
Yeah.
is like I was a quivering mess. I was a disaster. I was the complete opposite from Jared. I was like, oh, what are they going to think? What are they going to think? I went down, and me, the fool, went down, boo the fool, and told mummy, I was like, I'm gay. And she's like, another one? And Jared hadn't even come out.
Another one.
And I'm there like, crying my eyes out, and she's like,
Yeah.
whatever, get over it. It's not a
And
big
you
deal.
really good group of friends, obviously, around you.
Yeah, I think that's what made it easier because I was just surrounded by that. Like, I don't even think I realised it was more them telling me. Like, they're like, Nicole, you need to turn your Tinder on to girls. Like, you hate men, you're repulsed by them, please stop pretending. And then seeing them and like how happy and confident they were in themselves, I was like, it's not even that bad. And then because it was sort of them telling me, I never really had time to overthink it. Like, there was never a point where I was thinking this in my head, oh my God, I think I might be gay. I'm pure like deep in it. It just gradually, like over time, like happened. And I was like, right, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
So you've mentioned TikTok because you've blown up a wee bit.
Stop it, I'm
Just,
mortified.
So how did that all come about? How did that happen? Was it fluke? And then tell us about Wingstop, obviously, because
Oh my
you're
God,
now an
stop
ambassador.
It. Oh my, stop it, Wingstop, my true loves. How did it come about? I think I always wanted to do it. So like my friend years ago always done wee social media videos, and I would have been in the background and I was loving it, loving the attention, but I just could never have done it myself. Like, that would have been mortifying. And then I watched my mummy do it, and she was like thriving, like the opportunities and all, and I was so jealous. I was like, she was going to all these events, and I was like, I want to go, like I want to do that. And then I just see how little she gives a shit. Like, she just doesn't care what anyone thinks, and I'm like, I need to be more like that.
Yeah.
And then once you do it, like I remember the first one I posted, it was actually a year ago today, and I think again I was blocked when I posted it because I've just blocked when I do everything. And once you do it and get
It's
it,
enabler.
yeah, it
Alcohol's
is.
an enabler.
Once you do it, like, and the more you do it, like the first one you do feel whack. I was like, oh my God, I'm mortified. I can't face anyone. But then you realize no one gives a shit, or like, because I think about it with other people. I'm like, I don't look at other people's lives and care what they're up to. So yeah, but no, that's
Yeah,
how
I know I was going to post one on because I read all the Heated Rivalry books, and I was like, I'm going to do a ranking
Love.
online, and then I was like, I don't think I can deal with the commentary of people debating with me what my ranking is. I was like, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not
Like
going to
my
post
sticker,
it.
my Heated
So yes.
Rivalry
Oh,
lesbian
stop. Who's your
sticker.
favourite? Who do you ship?
Oh yeah, I just love him so much. I do.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the first time I was all about what do you call them? Save for
Oh,
their names now.
Shane.
No, the other couple.
Oh,
God.
Ki- is it
Scott
Ki-
and Kip.
yes.
Scott and Kip.
No.
And then I read the books, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they are B characters.
See, I loved Shane, and then whenever I read the books, I don't know, it sort of
Yeah.
put me off Shane.
Well,
a wee
then I
bit.
read the books, Ilya. Oh my God, but you can tell the author, like, Ilya's her
Yeah,
fantasy,
her baby, yeah.
her fantasy boyfriend. Anyway, yes, we veered
So
off track.
Wingstop,
Oh yes.
get on to it.
Oh, yes, and stop it. How did that? I think it fully came about. So I'm an attention seeker. That's how it came about. The whole Sephora.
How did this happen? Yes, it's me.
The whole, because I've always loved it. Like whenever we go to America, always love it. It's the whole big thing over there. And then Sephora Gate happened, where like
Oh.
I don't know. Do you?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sephora Gate. we
So
heard about
everyone's
Sephora Gate.
talking about Sephora. I personally couldn't give a shit about Sephora.
Was this
I'm like-
Jerry and Emma sneaking
Oh
off?
my God,
that
them
picture
sneaking off.
is the funniest
And then when
thing.
people said it was like
Gemma
when
hasn't
Phil
a
and
clue what's
Holly
happening.
snuck up to the Queen's
There was a
Club and
big,
skipped
there was
the queue.
war online with the influencers because some people got invited and some
And
people
some
didn't.
didn't, and
But some of the
people
people
were
that were
raging.
complaining about not being
So there was
invited
like a whole big kick-off. It's what everyone was talking
wouldn't
about.
have been.
And
Yeah,
I was like,
'cause-
how can I make this about me? Because like I have no interest.
Good girl.
So I bounce on and I'm like, couldn't really give a shit about your makeup, but like, Wingstop, like I hear you're coming, like I wouldn't say no to a garlic parm. And then it just sort of like went off, like everyone was loving it. And then I don't know if you know Danielle Collins.
Danielle
You'll know her.
Yes.
Love her. I remember I was like watching her at some way event one time, and she spoke about how she done some video about David Gray David Gray, is that his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
And it exploded, so she just was milking it. So I was like, right, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna milk this. Like, it's getting views, it's getting attention. I'm loving every second. I'm gonna lap it up. And like, I had Aoife down at that Boucher Road shop every night, standing with my ring lights, car park full of people. She's like, Nicole, you need to fucking stop this. Like, this is getting embarrassing. Like, people are gonna laugh. And I'm like, I don't care, because I'm all into my manifest. And I'm like, this is how I'm manifesting.
Yep.
Like, I had bought my outfit and all for what I was going to wear to the opening. Like, they hadn't even
I
acknowledged
love
me.
that you're manifesting Wingstop.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Me and
I
garlic
can't
parm
tell
would
you
go
how in
hard.
love I am with wings. Like wings are like,
Yeah.
I've never had a wing
Oh,
stop.
blasphemy.
Get involved.
It is
just-
I'm going
insane.
tomorrow.
See
Come on, I
the
can't
see
wait.
the thought of
I'm
queuing.
going tomorrow if you want to come.
My anxiety.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, no, but are they good?
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, they are top tier. They are gorgeous. They are stunning.
They are
Some
good.
people aren't. I've had people in my DMs sending me these big essays, apologise, and they're like, Nicole, I really don't want to offend you, but like, it wasn't that nice. I'm like, I don't own the company. Like, that is so.
Also,
There's
that's
no
your personal
shares.
taste.
Yeah, no.
I never
but
used to
yes.
like a wing, but I love them now.
See,
Wow.
I'm actually
Love a
such a
wing.
fraud. Like, the amount I give off about Wingstop, I actually don't even like wings. I'm a bonus girl. Something I don't like anything with a bone. Clearly, that's why I'm sat here today.
Well, that adds up with the lesbian thing. No
Yeah.
bone for
Yeah.
me, thank
Yeah.
you.
Whoa.
What a wee bonus.
Frank's hot sauce.
Oh,
I'm also
sensational.
pathetic. I can't handle spice.
She-
That's why I
she-
get a garlic parm.
She likes garlic
Okay.
parm. I love
But
the
see
spicy.
Frank's hot sauce, because I was making these in house. Frank's hot sauce with a blue cheese dip.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
Come on my tits
Just
and call me
never
Tracy.
before you have sex. I coming. Never
No.
have Frank's hot sauce.
But it's fab. But see, whenever you go to Wingstop,
Wingstop.
it's almost a wee bit basic though, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Buffalo, it becomes basic whenever you go to Wingstop. They have a mango habanero.
habanero, beautiful.
I love
Oh.
mango
And they've got their
habanero.
new
My
one,
gosh.
It's like the dragon something, and like
I haven't
Stephen had
tried
it.
it.
There was tears streaming down his face. It was wild.
Done.
Even the smell of it would make me shit myself. Like, I'm really not good with spice. I can't handle it, so I'll stick to my garlic parms.
So is it garlic parm's your favourite?
Garlic parm, a wee 4 garlic parm boneless, 4 hickory barbecue, and
Love
a big
that.
dirty ranch.
Oh,
Stunning.
stop.
I'm
Drown it in the
starving. I'm
ranch.
going to have to
Love
order
it.
one. We're going to take a wee break.
Yeah.
Going to take a wee break, take 5, and then we'll come back and chat.
Gorgeous.
All good.
So, welcome back to our lesbian episode with the lovely Gemma and Nicole. I'm sorry, it's like a vocal stem. Nicole.
You're bringing her back
It's
to her
fine.
childhood.
Papa,
She's
I'll
traumatized.
accept it. We'll reinvent it. You still get rid of the
Not us
triggers.
bringing her on to LGBTQI plus friendly podcast and re-traumatizing her.
Well, listen, we had a
Go for
lovely
it.
conversation about the football and all, didn't we? Let's throw in the stereotypes.
Oh yes.
Did either of you play netball? Was that like a lesbian thing?
Do I look like I've ever played any sport in my life? Absolutely not.
I was mad hockey. I went to America and
Oh,
played
yes,
hockey.
you
no,
said
ya.
Yes. No, honest to God, yeah.
Where
Well,
about
you were living
America?
heated rivalry from the
Texas
start.
and Fort what?
You were living heated rivalry from
She
the
hasn't
start.
watched it.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched L Word either.
I've not watched that either, to be fair.
Can I just say,
What?
as an elder lesbian, is what I would categorize myself as now. I've lived 1,000 lives.
Yeah.
You can confirm this. I don't need to watch a TV show.
No,
on it.
I think
Done
you
that.
used
Done
to
that.
should both
Yeah.
watch L Word and do
Yeah.
a recap,
I
a
don't know why I
podcast
haven't. Yeah,
of
I've
every
been told about
episode.
it.
No. Bad girls.
Oh, I was gonna
Oh, ITV?
bad girls. Yes, but you know what I love?
Sensational.
Okay.
Sugar Rush. Do you remember Sugar Rush?
No, I've never heard
I'm
of that.
under a rock. I've not heard of any of
Was
that.
it
Do you know
good?
Andrew Garfield was in that? That blew my mind. When I went back and
I
rewatched
think I was
it.
just too busy
He was the
writing.
neighbour and he kissed her and was like,
TV.
he kissed her to like see if he was gay or not because he had gay parents. Do you remember the boy
I
next
didn't
door?
watch it, mate.
What was?
Did you
oh,
not? Listen, you'd watch
She
it.
doesn't
Channel
watch
4 on
TV,
demand,
she
Sugar
said.
Rush.
I was too busy
It was
out.
my lesbian.
she was writing her poetry.
Yeah.
So good.
Write my poetry. Don't
I'm
worry.
getting very different tastes, is what I'm getting here. Right, so just a nice fluffy question. Lesbian icons. Who do you like? Give us some, because I feel like Pink is not the one.
No, she's
But
not
she's
a
not a
lesbian.
lesbian.
I know, but I mean,
But she looks a bit of a lesbian, so and she's very inclusive.
yes.
But I think she's more gay men. It's like Robin
Aye.
is like
Love.
you know, on paper probably would like lesbians love her. Like, but I think gay men have adopted her into the kind of diva category.
Yeah.
And I love that because she's like a bit
Nordic
diverse.
Queen, yeah.
I don't know if I have an icon.
Well,
do
like
you know?
Tegan and
yeah.
Sarah, aren't they like a lesbian thing? Or did I
Who?
Tegan and Sarah, did I make that up?
Oh, from the Lego movie. I only know references from my childhood.
Are they in the Lego movie?
No, they do that. Everything is awesome.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, right.
Okay, well, not fake fan.
Fake fan.
Fake
I'm
fan.
not. No, I just thought that they were like. Are they like open lesbians or are they just like
I don't
lesbian
even never heard of
icons?
them.
Tegan and Sarah, they're like a band, are they not?
I think you need to have kids to understand that reference.
No, they're like a.
No, they were like edgy
No,
before
they're like
that.
edgy.
Oh,
Yeah,
anyone?
yeah.
No, I don't.
What about Chapel Katie Lang, Dusty Springfield. I'm just naming some of the lesbian
Katie
singers.
Lang, yes.
Love
Because
Katie
she
Lang.
was just so, she just appeared. Didn't like introduce herself as like, hi, like this is
Who
for
is she?
lesbians.
Singer from
Constant Craven.
It was big in the 80s and 90s.
Very famous photo
Constant
shoot
Craven's beautiful
with
song.
Cindy Crawford
Oh,
on the.
stoned
She was
icon.
on the barber's chair getting shaved by
Yes.
Cindy Crawford.
Yes.
So
She
badass.
is so beautiful.
So cool.
Who's your hall pass? Like, who's your like
There's
ultimate
no hall
woman?
passes.
Well, I know what you mean.
I
No.
love Miley. I've always loved Miley.
Is she like the
Oh,
epitome
yeah,
of like
yeah.
what you see as a female, like female beauty?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just nostalgia. I've just always loved her so much. I just think she's iconic. The fact that she doesn't give a shit. I don't know. She's
Yeah.
like
Is
a
it 'cause
lesbian icon
you
too, but she's had her
fancied-
phases.
Did you fancy Hannah Montana?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just love her. She just doesn't care, and she's never made a big thing about like being with girls. She just went and did it, and then went back to men. Like she just doesn't care, and I love that for her.
Very on
She
brand.
doesn't make a big thing of it.
Love
yeah.
it. What about you?
Like if I could go back in time,
Yeah.
my mad like obsession was Death Becomes Her. It was Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep in
yeah,
that movie.
Both of them?
course, love
Yeah,
them.
I loved them both. They were these 40-year-old women who were strong.
You like
talented.
older women?
I'm 41.
No, you like older women. You're attracted to them. You said you were at Gillian Anderson earlier on, and then now you're saying
No,
those
but
two.
I didn't have a lot of choice. I was in third year. Do you know what I mean? They were all older.
Strong women. You're
I like
attracted to strong women.
strong, empowered women.
Love
yeah,
it.
Yes.
and I love the talent.
Which is a gay
So
man
they
thing
were-
too, kind of, right?
Yeah, I mean, who does like? I would love to do Death Becomes Her view at showing party and be Bruce or what do you call him? Ernest.
Ernest.
Do you know what I mean?
That
Which
was
would be
fab.
so
You
good.
pushed me down the stairs.
stairs.
That's my role for. That's my
Yeah.
audition for Merle, by the way.
You're
Just-
Meryl. I think if I didn't let Electra do Goldie, I'd get murdered.
Sorry, I interacted in Gordon's question. Go back.
Yes, no. So it's just like icons or any lesbian icons you look up to in any sort of way. But like, we got your answer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
about you, Nicole? You said Miley. I suppose it's the same thing, isn't it?
Love Miley.
Yeah.
You mentioned Chapel too. I do love her. She does scare me a wee bit, but I do love her.
She gets a
love
bit
her.
of a raw deal. I
She's
feel like.
getting
Yeah.
a Sinead O'Connor at it, and I
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
absolute
yeah.
bullshit. Just after the time she left the record label, like for calling them out.
She's too ballsy.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody
yeah.
likes a ballsy woman.
But
except
I also
other women.
feel like it's the right time now for like someone like her to be that ballsy because there's so
Yeah.
much independence in artistry right now. Like she has enough hits that she could go independent and still be successful. She's not like like a major label can't just kick her out and be like, right, see you later, we're never going to see you again. Depending on her day, like they could
Yeah.
put her on the shelf. But
Well,
I
they're
feel
also
like she
being-
has enough credibility behind her.
Jodie Foster. Like
Beautiful.
you know, I mean, she's just
I do
like
have an
she broke
affinity
the
with Jodie.
Hollywood. She broke the Hollywood sort of
Is she
ceiling of
Panic
like
Room?
coming out. Yes,
That is one of my favorite
Books in
movies.
and also True Detective season 4. If you have not seen it, they have done this very clever writing where the roles that you would just presume of the characters have been reversed. So Jodie is a detective. She's straight in it. She's having an affair with Christopher Eccleston.
I've seen this.
But there is this incredibly gorgeous, like empowered, strong, muscly police officer with her, and she is just sort of sleeping with this bar owner, and he's like, please come back to me, and she leaves him lying in bed, and he's the soppy one and he's tending to her, and it's really like refreshing to see the roles kind of change.
Such a good
Gorge.
show, and I didn't. But she's been in it from. She wasn't in it from the beginning.
No,
wasn't she
it's
not?
different people every time.
Yeah, so like I can. It's on Disney Plus, isn't that right? Or one of those shows.
Or a dodgy fire stick.
Yeah, well, both. But like I can remember,
don't
I
support
started
piracy on
watching
the
it
podcast.
because I seen
Legally, we
season
don't
4,
support piracy
and I was like, she's not in this. She's not in this. What's going on? What's going on? And then realized I went and watched it, and it is incredible.
Yeah.
You will love it.
So she's brilliant.
I'm not really into cop shows.
No, I love
I'm not
it.
either, but this
Not
has got a
really.
bit of a supernatural
And
element to
saying
it.
that, I do love Blue Lights, but it's from here, so you know.
No, ugh,
Yes,
no.
I know
It's
everyone
basically
in
just-
it. Haven't watched it. I haven't told Neil that, but
It's basically just watching your mates and your
What
mum
kind
and
of
dad.
TV shows do you watch, Nicole?
I love a bit of anything. Grey's Anatomy.
Oh.
I stick to what I know. I just alternate between Grey's Anatomy and 2008 EastEnders reruns, and that's it.
is that like
My
Peak
soulmate.
Sonia?
My
Is that Peak
soulmate.
Sonia?
It's like when Ronnie swapped the baby and all, like when
Yes.
Bradley died, like all the good
Was
shit.
Ben?
Yeah.
Why does this
Yeah.
come
Ben,
up
Ben murdered Heather.
on
yes.
every
Girl,
yes.
single
EastEnders
episode?
Is
You
my
love
tea.
EastEnders?
I have watched every episode
I
since
love
2005.
it. I love it so
I'm
much.
there. I love
And you
it.
have to start.
I haven't watched
once
it
you
in like
get to
15
like
years.
no.
I
Once
know.
you get to like
I know.
2019, I
We're
stopped,
literally
and now
holding
I
each
just like
other,
alternate
soulmates.
and like
Yeah.
Like all the Christmas
So
specials and
a
all.
little tip for you. So
Tell me
iPlayer
now.
as far back as goes 2008, but if you go onto the U app,
Every
which is like
episode.
it used to be like UKTV, they've been doing
I think
reruns
get
from the
even
start,
older.
and
Because
you
I
can
was
go
just
back
trying
to
to watch parts on
2005.
YouTube, and then I was having to like watch
Yeah.
bits and pieces.
You go back to 2005, you get the Brownings introduction on there. You get
Because I
everything.
want like Alfie and
Great.
Kat in their pride days
Yes,
before
and you
they
get the end
fled
of
to
Zoe.
Spain.
Sorry.
Yes, thank you
Not
for
only
taking
are
that
you
mic
going
off
off on a
him.
tangent about EastEnders, you're talking about
I
that.
love
I know.
EastEnders.
Like, no one can hear you,
So
bitch.
good.
Diff, diff.
Every
Yes.
episode, I just feel like John just
Our
mute his
first
voice.
episode of this, we said this is not turning into an EastEnders podcast.
But
It comes
why?
up
And it
because of
has.
him.
It's Tootsie
As it
Trade
should. That's your next
subculture
Yeah, yeah.
EastEnders.
Exactly.
EastEnders.
But, So I
can't
wanted
get
to
into it.
ask is for as lesbians, just to really touch in on this question just before we wrap up. What do you think we can do better for the lesbian part of our community
Yeah.
on the scene or in the world or whatever way or just queer women in general? Yeah.
You'd be better at this than me because I feel I'm under a rock and I feel very naive and I don't notice a lot of problems.
Well, what would you like
Well,
to see in the world then
yeah.
in that regard?
Well,
then?
Why
We
are you
mentioned-
under the rock?
I don't know. I know I need to stop being under the rock. Well, I feel like a lot of what we spoke about was nights out and all, and I don't get involved. Like you were talking about, you need to support these businesses to keep the things going. I don't because I'm a Jenny Ann. So I feel like we need more like lesbian nights that aren't just going out drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
or
there-
like a group. Like
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
going out and doing like writing poetry.
We'll come over there.
there is a lot of
There is
like
stuff.
walking groups and stuff, but I think it's still very male centric.
Yeah.
So maybe there is something in that where there's more engagement for women's sports.
But I also feel like you're a good example of maybe younger girls coming up that you're fearless in terms of not feeling like you have to
Yeah, I don't.
conform or feel like you have to completely
because they're
explain
like I
and-
do like I do see some events, but I'm like. I could just go to a normal one. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to go specifically to those ones. And maybe that's a bad thing. Like maybe I
No,
should
well,
be
no,
more.
it's kind of what we're talking about. It's like it's that bridge between realizing that our safe spaces need support
Yeah.
while also still being open and free, and you can go wherever you want and be whoever you want. You can go
Yeah.
to a bar, wherever you want to go, and you should be able to do that.
Yeah.
But it's also remembering that okay, no, we also need to make sure that the people that aren't as open and carefree and as confident that maybe you are, and
Yeah.
have the support system that they
And
they
it's
have a
giving
safe
back a
space.
little bit too. Like
Yeah.
buy a ticket for something and maybe you
Yeah.
can't make it, but it's supporting and it's allowing maybe people who can't go, low
Yeah.
income tickets, for example, or it still helps to promote the event organ. It still helps to fund, the event
Or,
organizer, because
like,
a lot of the independent nights
Because
are
you have a big
self-funded.
voice, online, even just talking about it.
Yeah.
So, like what you done with pop offsets, that helped us massively with our first
Promoted it.
Yeah.
night. Those things, even though it's maybe not, you don't want to be your brand, your life, you know what I mean? But being able to just give that little bit back to the
Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
you don't realize how much people it helps. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's just existing on a big platform like that is a big thing for people because you're more exposed to more people. So them seeing you out there and being comfortable in that and in a loving
Because I would have
relationship.
wanted to see that when I was like a
So it's a
teenager.
big
Yeah.
thing to do that.
Yeah.
Like.
Can I ask a question? How does Aoife feel about it all?
About the TikTok.
No, but yeah, and everything.
I think she loves it. I think sometimes she's a bit wick. Like when people go up to her and they're like, "Are you Nicole Cameron?" She's like, "Fuck off, what's she done?" But then she sees all the free shit and all the exciting things we get to go to, and she's like, "No, I could get used to this."
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely coming around to it more. At the start, I couldn't even got her in front of a camera. She'd have been like, "Get that away from me." Whereas now, like, I'll be filming, she's like, "Let me in, I want to get in too." So no, she's coming around to it. I think she loves it.
Good.
So
Sorry,
yes,
I'm
Gemma,
back to yourself.
over to you. We told Nicole what she has to do instead of answering the question.
I know.
So
I'm the one who needed guidance.
Sorry,
Do you want the polished version or do you want the truth?
Real,
go for it.
real.
Let it out.
Well, the fact is that we're still sitting here with three
All
men
white
who
men.
control a podcast that is greatly successful and deservedly so, who are having to use their platform to give us one,
Yep.
and it shouldn't still be like that.
Yeah.
And that is why I push so much. Like, and the interesting thing is, I like there are certain like people that are wary of working with me because people don't know how to handle a woman that speaks her mind or truth and or upsets the apple cart. So instead of being, a gay guy that can say something maybe flippantly, I'm a bitch. I'm a problem.
Yeah.
I'm a troublemaker. I'm trying to ruin things. I'm the crack killer.
Who gave you my text
But
messages?
that billboard was a bit much. So, the fact that sometimes lesbians are reeled out for Pride Month or you know, I just want to do a shout out to my lesbians for Lesbian Awareness Week or International Women's Day. And it's like, no, that's not enough. And it feels tokenistic still. And the fact that I still feel, and I am still genuinely grateful when things get shared and supported, but I also clock every person in that audience. And I see a lot of like, there is not drag support and drag, but there'll be messages of support, or there'll be, you know, little crumbs. And I don't want crumbs anymore. I want people to show up and be present and put their money where their mouth is, like I have done for them. And I think it's deserved. And the thing is, things will never change until we start getting the faces of our community into these things, because people follow drag queens, people follow people with podcasts or established businesses. People don't follow drag kings yet. I mean, I've worked very hard to get where I am, and I don't take that for granted. I am established and I do have a voice, but I want all my little kings to have a voice, and I don't want them to have to feel like they should be grateful for every opportunity when they deserve them. So we still have a lot of work to do, and it needs to be a regular occurrence that females and, you know, minorities are getting their voices heard. And we need to be in the room.
100%.
I don't want to pass on voice notes and messages to somebody who isn't making the decisions on my behalf. I want them to bring me into the room of my community space that I've supported. And I want you to ask me what we need. And I'll tell you how we get there. And it's not going to make you money straight off. But in 10 years' time, you'll have doubled your demographic coming into the bar. Or the event store, whatever it is. So it has to be all these people that we're making decisions and talking about. It's all well and good saying we need to do this or we should try this. No, just bring us into the room and talk to us, because it's probably not as hard as people think. Like, kink is proof. I wanted to show people that drag kings can have a presence, and that you can have non-cis gay males, or, you know, do an event and it be successful, and we've proven it. So now we've proven it, what else are we going to do?
What's next?
And that's what I'm trying to do. 100%. But yeah, I think we need to stop being like wheeled out for inclusivity and just be brought straight into the center point, and not just the same people. I want to hear other people's voices than mine. I've rambled enough. I've ranted enough.
I know, but like, you're considered. I would put you up there like with like local drag
Lady
royalty. You know,
no,
you're
drag
you're
royalty,
a local community lead. Yeah.
I am.
You know,
but, you know,
so you're considered that.
Like, this is why it's really lovely to meet you. Like, because I'm 41, you're 28. Your perspective on things, you've come up through social media culture as well. So like, your like generation is completely different than what my generation needs. So we just need to all talk, and and I am very grateful for being seen as that, and I don't take that lightly, and I take it as a privilege that people still bring me on these things and listen to me rant about them. But and I am grateful that you are using this platform for that. But we need to stop doing it just at Pride Month.
Yes.
I think is the thing.
How do we? So
Let's do
we're
it all
saying. What else can we do? You're saying bring us into rooms. So, for example, we talked about speaking to the owners of bars.
But I need to see lesbians behind the DJ box. I need to see drag kings. I need to see women. I need to see trans people with the microphone being in charge of the night on the posters. I need to see someone I can connect with, not be intimidated when I come in and go, oh, am I going to get roasted, or is this going to happen, or am I going to feel like I'm out of place? Am I going to be the underdog in this scenario? Am I going to be the easy pickings? So if we get people onto the posters, if you just put people on with the microphones and in the nights and included in the conversations, we will bring those people, because they'll know it's safe. They'll know that they're wanted, instead of just being sort of wheeled out, like I said.
Yeah.
And it is happening. But it's 2026. It's enough bullshit.
It's
now.
moving
Just
too
make it
slow.
happen.
It's moving
Stop
too
telling
slow.
me that we're working on it.
Let's
Just do
take
it.
risks. Who the fuck do you mean? Let's rest on our laurels.
And thank you for coming to my lesbian.
No, thank you. These have been amazing guests. Great way to kick off the Pride series.
So
And as part of this, we are giving back as well. So while we are hosting this Pride mini-series, we're also going to be running a little fundraiser. The links will be on our social. We will be donating 50% of all proceeds to Rainbow Project, and then the 50% will be going to the Belfast Trans Resource Centre, which is a fully self-funded centre for people that are trans, non-binary, queer, genderqueer, asexual, identifying, questioning, that whole branch of people. And it's a really essential safe space in Belfast for them. So yes, check that out on our socials. We'll also
Don't just check it out. Go and give money.
So is there going to be a link?
Yes,
there'll be a link.
There'll be links.
Have one less drink of Pride and donate the money to that, and it'll go a long way.
Yeah, there's going to be a link below, and we aren't just asking, we're telling you.
We will bully you in real life.
I will come round to your house.
Yeah, exactly. And she has a balaclava and a baseball bat.
We'll be like a TV license man.
I actually do.
Yeah, so you need to donate. It doesn't matter. Like Sean said, take one more drink of Pride and
One
go
less drink.
and give some. Oh, sorry, not one more. That's me. Pop off.
That's
Sorry,
Anthony's
girls.
economics. Take one
I'm
more
like,
drink of
take another
Pride
one.
and donate.
Have one more. No, take.
Bunker and then donate more.
For
That's
just
Yes,
one
perfect,
pint from
it
the
works.
Duke of York, you could buy someone a 1-bedroom apartment.
Give us money.
Yes, for Pride, yes. So thank you again, everyone.
Thank you
and
very
yes,
much.
So much.
we'll be back
Thank
next
you,
week with
thank
the
you.
G. Would you believe
Yeah.
more gay men are going to be on our couch?
Can you imagine?
Sick of looking.
Can you believe it? Yes. So we're going to give them a platform next week because they deserve it.
Girls, thank
How
you
about
so much
that?
for coming on. We really appreciate it. And
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us out. It means a lot.
Well, we appreciate it too.
Thank
Had a
you.
ball. Bye.
See you next week. Goodbye.
Boots, we're all hooked on Tootsie Train. Tootsie Train.